When it comes to healthcare, people want the best possible service. However, for people who live in rural areas, how can they get the high-quality care they need? Dr. Daniel Wandsneider is the CEO of Rural Family Physicians and tells us about his unique medical practice.
Rural Family Physicians essentially is a staffing company that I started about a year ago. And our goal is to bring high-quality family docs to rural towns of Colorado and Wyoming. We cover a broad scope. That's the big thing. So we do inpatient pediatrics. We also cover newborn. We cover adult medicine in the hospital as well as the ICU. The goal is to keep as many patients in the small town hospital as we can without having to transfer over to the big hospital, because those transfers can be very expensive, very, very expensive. And so if we can do a service for the hospital and the community, keeping the patients in that small town, then I think we've done a good service. We have very well-trained family docs that are able to practice at their broadest scope that they feel comfortable in, to be able to keep the patients in that local town without having to travel an hour to the next town or even 4 hours to the big city. And so I believe that with that, we're able to make the consumer or the patient pretty happy. And then as I started working in these small towns, I realized, okay, a 6 to 8 hour drive 2 to 4 times a month was getting kind of old. I have a piston single engine plane that I'm able to fly up out of Denver to these small towns where I cover in the hospitals. And so for me, it's actually a lot of fun getting to work. I mean, if you look across all of Colorado and Wyoming, all these small towns have their own little airports. I mean, they're small airstrips with not a ton of services, but definitely doable for a plane like mine to get in and out without any issues.
When traveling to other countries, you may not realize the medical preparation you need before you leave. Dr. Dan is an expert in world travel preparation and tells us more.
So Dr. Dan, something I'm really excited about. It's something I've been developing for the last couple of years. It's travel medicine consultation, but automated. Right now I do have a travel medicine consultation service that I provide, kind of like a concierge service. Folks can reach out to me via email. We can set up an appointment where I get them ready for their travels, wherever it may be. But in the background, I'm actually also trying to create an automated process to bring the appropriate vaccines, medications, and travel guidance to folks who are going abroad. Very interesting stats that I like to provide patients is 20 million people throughout the world will get sick with typhoid. And it's a vaccine preventable illness. A lot of the world does not have access to this vaccine. But here in the States, it's super easy to get. It's an oral capsule, and it can prevent a horrible illness when you're traveling abroad. So I don't think people quite understand that there's a lot of things that they can do to prepare for a trip that could save them a lot of grief in the future. And that's really what this whole business is about, is to try to prevent chaos from happening when you're abroad and traveling. We don't want you to get sick.
Dr. Dan knows the challenges that most rural hospitals face. Rural Family Physicians has the experience delivering quality inpatient care to all ages in the rural setting.